Hey everyone, in today's video I will talk about The Red Scrolls of Magic, written by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. This is the first book in the Eldest Curses series, and it is of course in the Shadowhunter universe. Okay, so first of all, in general I really enjoyed reading this book and I liked it. Just for your general information, I'm going to make a spoiler-free section first, and then in the end I'm going to have a few minor spoilers, but not like just major things that will completely ruin the book for you. So as I said, in general I really enjoyed reading the book, and you have to see that this book is much shorter than the other Cassandra Clare books. So if you can see here, this is just the spine, so it's like a 300 and something page book, so that makes a big difference to the other books in terms of that this is, at least I felt that way, it is less complex than the other books. But the first kind of negative thing I have to say about the book is that I kind of saw the climax coming. So to me it was kind of predictable who the bad guy was to be, and when that all turned out I was not really surprised at how the outcome was. I kind of suspected that for quite a while. I also think that you notice at some points that this was written after the Mortal Instruments was already finished, although it is playing like kind of in the middle of that series, and because of that some things seemed forced to me. Like for example, in this book there's a part where it is quite important who Magnus' father is, and we get to know that in the end of the Mortal Instruments, but until then Alec does not know. And so it kind of seemed forced to me in this book that the whole time Alec didn't know who Magnus' father was and couldn't find out. And for me it felt like that had to be that way because it already was that way in the Mortal Instruments and you couldn't change it. But something positive that I like was that you got a lot of backstory, for example of Eileen and Helen. So Helen Blackthorn of the Blackthorn family, that plays a big role in Cassandra Clare's other trilogy, The Dark Artifices. And I really enjoyed getting that backstory, because there's a lot of story about Eileen and Helen in the other books, but you kind of never found out how they got together and stuff, and this is kind of explained in that book, and I really did enjoy that part. And I also think that was kind of, for me, it was like nearly the best part of the story when it was about Helen and Eileen together. In general, I also have to say that in this book I was not really invested until the very end, like the last 100 pages or something. I mean, this also is just like 300 pages, so for a large part of the story I was not really invested, although I did enjoy reading it, but I was not desperate to find out how it was going on. In general, I have to say that I would have much enjoyed if there was more backstory. Something that might be a minor spoiler for people now, so if you don't want to know it then just don't listen now, is that Alec lets somebody go in the end. And for me it was also that this action seemed kind of forced for this trilogy to go on, because it kind of was like, it didn't make sense to me that he would let this person go. That was like, no way he would have done that. So yeah, this is also kind of along the direction that something seemed forced in this book. In general, I did enjoy reading this book. If you like Cassandra Clare books, and especially of course the Shadowhunter universe, I think you will really enjoy reading this and I would recommend picking it up. But just keep in mind that it is not as long as the other books, and for that reason there are not so many things in it that you might expect. So in general I enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video and watching it. See you next time. Bye!